I left this way too late. I've got to eat. Yeah, I've had a ridiculous morning. Sometimes I'm hit with these things that are just like, why? Basically, this top I had to change because, you know, I was wearing I have rehearsal shirt. And yeah, that was kind of like gripping my body. It was way too tight. Then again, I don't know. I've managed to deal with it in the past. It's just the trousers. Currently, those trousers, I was like, basically, I'm autistic, so I have these kind of routines where I like, okay, I like that works. Why change something if it doesn't need fixing? Well, today, the trousers I normally wear aren't even washed. That I managed to find them, and you know, they're not dried yet, and I was tempted to wear those as an option, but I was wearing the trousers I normally wear for performances because, you know, like, look at that. Like, these trousers I'm wearing right now are loose, so like whenever I walk about in them, they fall flipping down. So yeah, you just can't win sometimes. Apparently, they make trousers in like ways that like don't fit my body at all. Like if you want the best length for your legs, oh wait, they're too flipping tight to fit in comfortably. Or if you want to actually fit in comfortably, oh sorry, they're gonna fall down. The performance ones are far too tight for like casual wear, and I was like, I don't really want to feel like this unless I have to. And these ones, I even tried a belt, but that's ridiculous. Using the tassels or whatever you call them, you know, like those stuff you tie. I end up tying them so tight that when I take them off, like it's just pain. And after I've taken them off, they've kind of adjusted to my body, and then they're loose again. And you know, you just can't win. I will win though. I'm currently in my pajama shorts and the dressing gowns on. I can't expect my family to keep on top of things all of the time. I mean, it's Saturday too, so they've got a lot on their plate. I'm gonna appreciate everything that I've got, and you know, at some point I'll have trousers that actually fit me for today, because you know, do you think I can go to the other house in my dressing gown? This is just not gonna cut it. Thank you to man for drying these for me. Heck yeah, we've seen an ending now. It's just a reminder really to be grateful for as many things as possible, because you know, even with like, because like even like simple things like disruptions to a routine, as an autistic person, that should destroy me, but it doesn't really anymore. I managed to stay calm and I got my desired outcome. So if you're stressed and are wondering why life is getting worse and worse and worse, this is why. Just try and remain calm. It's only the universe trying to build you up so that you can handle what's trying to come into your life. For instance, you know, I want to be with my soulmate. I want to probably perform across the UK as a singer and dancer. You can't just do this thing where you don't know how, but you will end up with this thing. And then when the universe provides you these situations, you can't just deny them and go like, oh, but I didn't want this. If you can't handle this, how are you ever going to handle what you actually want? So, you know, let's grow together. That's another video done. Heck yeah. Strange things happening at the moment. I've just heard that there's going to be a parcel arriving at the other house I'm moving into. And normally I would be there at about maybe 6 o'clock or something. I've been told to go there at 3 today. So I may end up there at like 2 different times. It's almost as if things are they're starting to like materialize into my life. I love it. Getting better at time management. I found on the walk, I checked, and I was like, I think it said about maybe 25 to 3. And I was like, well, I could go up the bit that I normally do because, you know, I love it there. But I was like, I might as well just go home now. I even thought I don't have time to get the usual meal and cook it for like 15 minutes, then eat afterwards. So I've got a tuna sandwich. That took like 5 minutes. I just realised while editing that that cat reminded me. I don't know the name because, you know, She had multiple names. I knew her by Millie, but turns out she was also called Diamond near the end or something. Basically, we gave her to a friend, and she was given catnip and then ran away, and we never saw her again. I'm not going to place any blame on anyone. It's just, it happens. And yeah, who knows what happened to Millie, but you know. Look, a new toilet lock. What should we mess this one up to? Returned home for a bit, getting some food. We're working around my schedule now. And then we're gonna head back. Heck yeah. And thank you to family for the trip back. Kindness is appreciated. Thank you for good food. So we've got a potential recording studio here. So if we go in here, oh, there's a ladder in here now. I can just about squeeze myself through. Stub my toe, that was nice. Gonna get some of the light from outside, but as you can see, probably not. I can stand up fully in here if I get a chair here and close. Oh, that's so loud. If that door hadn't opened and I'd locked myself in, that would have been awkward. Oh. We've got 2 rooms, potential studio recording. That's the cupboard under the stairs. Peter Davison does that. If you don't know him, he's only the 5th Doctor in Doctor Who. He's kind of famous. And he does Big Finish audios in his maybe 70s at this point, I think. He just records under his stairs and he has kids and stuff, maybe even grandkids. If he can do the recording in that kind of chaos, then I should be able to. I could kind of just ignore this, but you know, I'm going to use anything to gain the momentum to actually get the best things in life. I saw an orange blur on my walk. I'm pretty sure that was a fox. It doesn't actually matter if that was it or not, because you know, anything I can ride the momentum towards. So I'm grateful for that orange blur. We can ride that and get the fox. It's just one of those things on my bingo board that I made a year ago. Yeah, I've had resistance for that long, but you know, we're gonna see what happens. I got another download too about how, you know, those missing Doctor Who episodes, my soulmate, that kind of thing. Turns out those things I really don't actually care about. It's just the fact that there is something missing from my life. That's what I care about. That's the biggest lie, one of them at least, that I've ever believed. Because every day I'm happy, I'm fulfilled, nothing is missing. It doesn't matter about the missing Doctor Who episodes or my soulmate. I mean, with this kind of mindset, I could replace those things with something else. The scenario would be exactly the same. So yeah, it's just about going, actually, I'm not looking for anything because I am enough. I have enough. Everything has already arrived because all of time happens at once. So why am I still looking? Eh? Instead, I keep going to parties and stage and oh, maybe my soulmate will be there. And I keep scrolling on YouTube. But because I applied value to something and I'm noticing that it's not here yet, in quotations, I've literally created an illusion so powerful that it is stopping me from being happy and fulfilled. We have to shatter this. I'm going to blow my reality wide open with this strategy. So, you know, so currently, for some reason, the internet's gone. Right when I want to watch Doctor Who, but then I realised... I don't know if I pointed to the right one. Clearly not. But, you know, I can just use them. Yeah, this reminds me of why I stopped using the discs. Look at this. I've been sat here waiting. It's just not running the disc. So we're going to switch over to the magical, if it's in focus. There we go. Okay, it's because of the hand. Fine. Fine. You're going to be picky like that, phone. Just imagine my hands there. We're going to use the Xbox One. This is so weird to be working with the Xbox again for Doctor Who. But today we're going to be watching The Woman Who Lived in the Zygon Invasion. And that's what you get for accepting your fate. The woman who lived in the Zygon invasion, the internet's back. Basically, I tried, but you know, that screen is far too big. Internet's gone again. Cheers, universe. Cheers. I know you're just trying to build me up, but this is just annoying. Turns out, because I opened this up earlier, suddenly it's working while the internet's down. So heck yeah. Now it's all like really like poor quality, so we're gonna switch over again. I'm really being tested here. But you know, I'm focused on the fact that, hey, I can at least watch the episodes today. But you know, it's just in a little bit of a different way, and again, with autistic people, we do not like our routines disrupted, but I'm getting better at it. Yeah, we're back to it, just using this absolute giant screen. It's funny complaining about this. Other people don't get this luxury. Like, oh, the screen's too big. Oh, it's such a bad thing. Yeah, I'm basically just standing watching this because, you know, when I sit down, and for some reason that screen is just slightly too tall for when you're sitting, so I'm having to look, my neck's having to like do the work. So we're gonna do this, and at least my neck can be saved. Yeah, I've decided to sit because my back is already going like 6 minutes in, honestly. I don't mean to complain because, you know, my situation's pretty good. It's just a little awkward. You know, I could have that screen moved slightly further down and things would be fine. But I am moving into a new house, so it seems pointless. When I move into that new house, I'm pretty sure like we're going to use that screen and we're going to put it in a really good spot so I don't have this issue anymore. I'm having to have my next meal in 2 parts, so I'm going to just jump between these. And internet's back. If it goes out again, we'll just have to move back to this. I've got literally just both on just in case. Now that's a lot of food. I think that's about 900 calories. I think I just broke reality slightly. My computer's telling me that the internet's still gone, and I needed to look up a word that I just got from Doctor Who. I was like, okay, well, nah, in my reality, I can look this up, and it loaded. I don't know what that was, sorry about that. I've been making a mistake. I felt life recently has kind of been kind of aimless, but this is going to inspire you as well, hopefully, where it's perfectly orchestrated, your life, to work in your favour. If you were seeing kind of resistance and stuff on that kind of thing, it's just there for you to look at it and then just kind of stop looking. Just know that what you say and align your actions with what you say is true, and just go about your life and crazy things happen. Anyways, if you got this far, put green in the comments, and if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, I love you all. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.